Hello and welcome into another edition of Cooling Down on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And it's another walk-off victory here at Eldridge Park. Jake Casey with the beautiful walk-off. All smiles here. The Firebirds got it done 2-1. It was a glorious night to be a Firebird. Take me through that ninth inning, Dylan.
Well, Sammy, it didn't start out too good because the Firebirds recorded the first out with nobody on, and it looked pretty bleak that we were going to go to extra innings. But Eddie King Jr. a double down the left field line. Then you have a walk to Brandon Stallman, and then Owen Carpellotti put the ball in play really hard to first base. Brian Arndt, the first baseman, threw it to second. The shortstop, Ali Camarillo, dropped the ball. It would have been the second out of the inning, possibly a double play. Drops the ball, bases loaded, one out. Jake Casey, who hasn't gone the other way to left field all season, had 4 infielders on the right side with 1 outfielder on the left, 5 infielders for Harwich as they brought in an outfielder. Jake Casey goes down the third base line for the walk-off and the winner.
It was absolutely incredible. Everyone had the chills with the water going to first base. It was an amazing night, and the pitching was incredible. Derek Clark does what Derek Clark does best. He went 7 innings, only allowing a single run, and then they said, hey, we're going to put Sean Matson in, and he does what he does best, and that's closing the game. What did you see from those two guys tonight?
It's like saying good luck to the other team when you put in those 2 pitchers for 9 innings, right? Now, sadly, we won't get those combos anymore as this is Derek Clark's last game. But Sean Matson didn't have his best stuff tonight. He was pitching a lot of pitches, was throwing a little balls. The slider wasn't on his best case, but really gutted through those 2 innings, allowing no runs. Then Derek Clark, I mean, what can you say about the guy? A third least ERA in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The strikeouts weren't high tonight. It was only 3 strikeouts, but he was gutting through ground balls, weak fly balls. The defense was really good tonight. Colin Tuff with a diving catch. Jack Penny with a good play at shortstop. Brandon Stallman fielded a few plays at third base and made the throw over. The defense was great. Clark was great and set up the win.
And it really was like an old-fashioned pitcher's duel in the beginning, but the offense stick to their game, especially Jake Casey and Eddie King. What did you see from those two?
Yeah, these two have had up and down summers, but came alive at the right time in one of the biggest games of the year. I mean, Eddie King has been one of the best players in the league, period. Maybe the hottest from the plate in the league. Wouldn't be surprised if he's the Cape Cod Baseball League's Player of the Week. I know we just gave it to Joe Oyama, but Eddie King is making his case because Orleans was stifled tonight. You said it. The pitching was great, and it was an awesome performance from their bullpen. But ultimately, he got that huge hit to left, and Orleans found a way to move him over. And then in one of the weirdest defensive alignments we've seen all summer, it was a good call from Steve Engler. Like Dylan said, Jake Casey has not hit a ball to the left side of the field all year. But you know what? The kid's got a lot of heart. He's a really good dude. It's been a tough summer for him. He could have packed it in, but he decided to stay with this team for moments like these to prove that he can get it done in the big situations, and ultimately he does. And hopefully that for Jake can stick with him because he's got so much talent, so much potential. Maybe this could be a turnaround late in the season for him.
And on the mound after the game, the team always huddles up, and you can just see the confidence is sky high. It really is incredible, especially going into tomorrow against YD. Ian, how big of a game is tomorrow?
It's everything. If you want to not only host a first-round playoff series, you've already got that in the bag, but if you can get past either Harwich or Brewster, who you've had good success against as of late, and then potentially set yourself up to play YD for a chance to go to the championship, you could host that series. And Eldridge Park is one of the best environments in all the Cape Cod Baseball League. If you thought it was packed tonight, maybe even double it for an East Division final against YD at home. That's what's up to stake. Now, you don't clinch tomorrow with a win because there's still one more game to go in the regular season, and the Chatham A's have turned into the best team in baseball, and they're really helping out Orleans. Orleans owes them a few free meals or something. But ultimately, that game is going to decide a lot, and you've got to tune in.
Ian, you're going to be excited right now. My heart's pumping. I am excited. This really is the best time for Cape Cod League baseball. We'll see you tomorrow when the Firebirds take on the YD Red Sox.